My name is LesliePerry, and this video is a description of a course I developed in Udutu on Torah Cantillation. I decided to develop this Udutu course on Torah Cantillation back in September last year when I explored the idea of doing my action research project on developing a bar bat mitzvah e-learning course. I used to teach in the religious school at the temple and am aware that there are some significant challenges to teaching students today in Judaism. There is high absenteeism because students will miss class to attend other obligations such as sports teams, dance, etc. This is the case with my children, and so they have a private tutor. However, I felt that e-learning was an idea that would really help Jewish students continue learning even if they were not attending class. However, religious education is a very conservative area, and at the time, I didn't have the expertise to forge ahead. I also had some other great ideas, one of which I ended up pursuing for my action research with great success. Eager to still explore the idea of creating dynamic learning content for Jewish education, I created a video with music that I composed for Dr. Rep's music and education class in December 2009. When asked to choose a topic based on a class project, I jumped at the chance to finally try to create a real e-learning course. The cantor at my temple was enthusiastic, even if he didn't really know what to expect from this. He's young, and he's certainly looking for ways to engage his Jewish bar bat mitzvah students, and hence the project was born. My goal is to continue to develop this course over the summer, adding in the additional trope information and assessment screens, and then the cantor and I will implement it with a group of students in the fall to test its success. From the research I did on the web, there is nothing like this in Jewish education right now, and I'm hoping this will help. I know that my children's Hebrew tutor was very excited when I showed her this, and so were several parents and a 12-year-old almost bar mitzvah boy who remarked that this would have helped a lot if he had had this. I had some frustration with Udutu templates because I wanted to do more graphically with each screen. As a professional designer, I'm a bit of a perfectionist about page layout. I spent the most time planning the tree structure for the course. The greatest challenge was how to organize the Torah tropes, all 28 of them, so that it made sense and fit in with the layouts provided. That took some time to develop. Ultimately, I broke the tropes into two large categories called Set 1 and 2. The other two main categories then were the History of Cantillation section and the Torah Mastery Assessment, which would test a student's knowledge of all the tropes. For this course, I developed two of the areas. These were the History of Cantillation section and in Torah Tropes 1, the Etnata and Sof Pasuk clauses. The history section has only one assessment, as this section is important to have students learn and review, but it's not the main focus of the course. The main focus is about learning trope, however, and so I certainly spent more time on developing assessments for the Etnata and Sof Pasuk clauses. I also had to develop a fair amount of imagery in Photoshop, adapting the tropes, adding in the red to highlight the tropes separated from the vowel symbols, which is something I struggle with when I'm looking at Torah trope. And there is really no history of this type of interactive learning, and in fact, only on one website did I find this kind of highlighting of the trope marks. The goal of each of the units is to teach the student the visual sign for the trope and then how it sounds. The assessments are designed to test both the learner's visual and auditory memory of each trope using Gardner's multiple intelligences. I wanted the learner to have a variety of reinforcements. I did have some frustration getting the right assessments. I would have liked to do more auditory matching to the visual signs as opposed to just the text. But that doesn't seem to exist in the templates I found, and that is still something I'll be working on for the future. The goal is in here to have the kinesthetic action of moving and matching the auditory and the visuals so that you keep reinforcing what the tropes look like and what they sound like. Overall, I am pleased with the development of the course. My cantor will be recording the audio. He sounds far better than I do. But the Jewish holiday last week, called Shavuot, occurred, and that interrupted the development, at least from his end. And then Shabbat, all of that kept him off electronics. And now this week he is on vacation. So for now, you're going to have to listen to my singing. I did not get any feedback from the learners on the Facebook, Udutu Teach and Learn, because I really feel we're not ready for this. The cantor needs to have the correct notes on the course before I want anyone to try this out. Since this whole course is designed to teach you how to chant the Torah, it doesn't make sense to listen to my singing the wrong notes of cantillation that I'm trying to teach. Once it is ready, though, I will be able to get lots of feedback by promoting this through our temple's Facebook page. I enjoyed using Udutu and already have a few other ideas in my head to develop. And additionally, just today, I introduced this tool to our media tech person at my son's school, and he immediately saw a use for it. So I think one of the important parts in this is that I've already been sharing this tool and having others get excited about it and use it to help learners. Thank you very much.